excused also.
All right, good afternoon. Welcome to the House Environment and Transportation Committee, voting list number 3. We will start with House Bill 35. Chair Ziegler.
Whoops, sorry. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So as amended, this bill authorizes the governing body of a county or municipality to regulate listed invasive trees, including trees of heaven. It authorizes them to set up a bounty or native tree replacement program. And just it's enabling legislation, gives them some tools to deal with this host for the spotted lanternfly.
Amendments?
There are a couple of amendments. The first makes technical changes. The second clarifies and adds definitions. It expands the scope of the bill to also allow the regulation of certain listed invasive trees. It authorizes a local governing body to establish a native tree replacement program and establishes criteria for identifying and removing invasive species under a program adopted pursuant to the bill. Move the amendments. Thank you.
Amendments moved. Second discussion on the amendments. All in favor of the amendments, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed to the amendments? Amendments pass.
Move the bill as amended.
Bill's moved. Second. Any discussion on the bill? Okay. All in favor of House Bill 35 as amended, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone wish to record in opposition? Delegate Grammer. Okay. Does anyone wish to be added as a co-sponsor?
I might be on it, yeah.
Guyton, Lewis, Healy, Long, Allen, Ziegler, Boyce, and Stein. Did I skip you? I'm sorry.
Oh, you called me Alan.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry, Delegate. Man,
Our twins.
Baylor, not Allen.
Interchangeable, guys.
Baylor, not Allen.
That's what I'm going to do.
Sorry, guys.
Can I read that then?
You're both so youthful.
So not Alan. Wait.
Not Alan.
Why not?
Alan also.
This Healy, Long, Allen, Baylor, and Ziegler. Well, not N, but Ziegler, Boyce, and Stein.
All right, sorry about that. All right, House Bill 452, Delegate Ziegler.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So this bill prohibits the State Board of Veterinary Medical Examiners from suspending or revoking a license to practice veterinary medicine, reprimanding or censuring a licensee, or placing a licensee on probation solely on the basis of that licensee discussing or recommending the use of cannabis or a product that contains cannabidiol on an animal for potential therapeutic effect or health supplementation. There are no amendments. Move the bill.
All right, all in favor of House Bill 452, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone wish to record in opposition? Okay, bill passes. We will turn to House Bill 30, Chair Lewis.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 30. This bill was recommended favorable with amendments by the subcommittee. As amended, House Bill 30 requires the state police to establish approved rates for tow companies involved in police-initiated towing and recovery of light-duty vehicles. The amendments first prohibit the light-duty tow rates from exceeding 80% of the maximum medium-duty tow rates. Secondly, require light-duty tow rates to be based on recommendations of the Committee on Rate Setting and Complaint Resolution for police-initiated towing and recovery. And lastly, require the committee to examine and report on insurance matters related to vehicles registered and insured out of state and the cost and cleanup of cargo and debris. Move the amendments.
Amendments moved and seconded. Discussion on the amendments. All in favor of the amendments, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed to the amendments. Amendments pass. I have an additional amendment. The bill as amended just now, would make the name of the committee, Committee on Rate Setting and Complaint Resolution for Police-Initiated Light Duty, Medium Duty, Heavy Duty Towing and Recovery. And that's a lot for Patrick to type every year when Delegate Foley has a new bill. So I'm proposing that we change that to the Committee on Rate Setting and Complaint Resolution for Police-Initiated Towing and Recovery. The advocates have all agreed with this, so I'd move the amendment. Second. Any discussion on the amendment? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, amendment passes.
Move the bill.
All right, bill's moved second. Any further discussion on the bill? All in favor of House Bill 30 as double amended, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, bill passes. We will move on to House Bill 174. Chair Lewis.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 174 was recommended favorable by the subcommittee with no amendments. House Bill 174 authorizes a sole owner or multiple individuals who are co-owners of a marine vessel to designate a transfer on death beneficiary to take ownership of the vessel on the death of the sole owner or the last surviving co-owner, and that multiple individuals who are co-owners of a motor vehicle to designate a transfer on death beneficiary to take ownership of the motor vehicle on the death of the last surviving co-owner. Move the bill.
Bill's moved and second. Any discussion on the bill? All right, all in favor of House Bill 174, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone wish to be recorded in opposition? Okay, bill passes. We will move on to House Bill 404. Chair Boyce.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. HB 342, committee recommendation is favorable with amendments. As amended, HB 342 requires an applicant for a forestry license from the State Board of Foresters to have graduated from a 4-year curriculum in forestry at a college or university that is, 1, approved by the board, and 2, accredited by the Society of American Foresters or determined by the board to confer a substantially equivalent degree. The bill also repeals a 2-year experience requirement for an applicant for a forestry license. Subcommittee amendment authorizes board determination of a substantially equivalent degree. Move the amendment.
Second.
Sorry, that was 342, right?
I'm sorry, yes, I'm out of order.
All right, so we're going to go to 342 first for Delegate Allen over there. Any discussion on the amendments to House Bill 342? All right, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, amendments pass.
Move the bill as amended.
Okay, bill's moved and seconded. Let me just make sure Tricia's caught up.
342.
Yep. Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, bill passes. Now can we move on to House Bill 404?
Sorry, I was going chronologically. Subcommittee recommendation is straight favorable. HB 404 changes, 1, certain references to state historical parks and provisions enacted under the 2022 Great Maryland Outdoors Act to simply refer to state parks, and 2, references to two specific parks required to be established under Chapter 39, Freedman's Historical Park, which is in Montgomery County, and Port of Deposit State Historical Park in Cecil, to refer instead to as Freedman State Park and Port Deposit State Park. Despite the bill's removal of the word historical from these references, the historical nature and purpose of the parks expressed in statute do not change. Move the bill.
Second.
Bill's moved and seconded. Any discussion on the bill? All in favor, signify by saying, oh, sorry, Delegate Allen.
No, I just want to clarify, Madam Chair, because I think the fiscal note already said this, but none of these signs have been printed yet, right? So we're not,
No.
there's going to be no fiscal impact to reprint anything.
No, they just want continuity because there really is no kind of legal term for historical park, and they don't want to cause any confusion, so they want to make it consistent across the park systems that these are just state parks, but that doesn't change the fact that they still note it internally as probably like a historical park, therefore having to set those parameters around activities having to do with the historic nature of the park.
Excellent, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, all in favor of House Bill 404, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone wish to be recorded in opposition? Okay, bill passes. I realized I blew through a couple of pile-on amendment opportunities, which I know this committee values, so I do want to give a chance to go back. House Bill 30, which was the police-initiated towing bill. Did anyone need to be added as a co-sponsor to that? Okay, and then we had Delegate Baylor's first bill, House Bill 342. Did anyone wish to be added as a co-sponsor?
I want
to
to be
that?
a friend of Delegate Allen over there. Thank you.
So can we add Boyce? to House Bill 342? Okay. All right. The last bill that we're actually voting on is House Bill 227. We are secondary on this, so just a reminder, we tend to not send bills we're secondary on to subcommittee. This makes some changes requested by the Maryland Environmental Service. As a reminder, Delegate Baylor actually sits on that, the board of the Maryland Environmental Service on behalf of the House of Delegates, so we have close eyes there to keep an eye on these changes, and so I'd move House Bill 227. Any discussion? Delegate Grammer.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I didn't see this on the initial vote list. Can we just walk through the bill one more time, please?
Sure. This is a departmental from the Maryland Environmental Service. It expands the duties that the treasurer of the Maryland Environmental Service is authorized to delegate with the approval of the board to the deputy treasurer. And basically that's allowing the appointed treasurer, who is of course not like a state employee, they're kind of a, someone we appoint for oversight, to basically delegate to someone within the organization who spends time with the finances, a lot of the detailed financial work. Of course, they have to oversee it, but that allows them to sort of have the technical person do the technical work. It increases the maximum dollar threshold for small procurements by MES from $25,000 to $50,000. I can't remember the last time that was increased, but it has been a very long time, and so it's a chance for them to adjust that up. And it makes some updates to the public notice requirements, but it does not allow them to not publish in newspapers, so they will continue to have to publish in newspapers. It just makes a few other technical changes around the public notice requirements. Okay. All in favor of House Bill 227, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone wish to record in opposition? Okay, and just by, I'm sorry, guys. Delegate Jacobs, Delegate Baker, Delegate Morgan. Okay, and then just by way of explanation, Approps is voting a little bit after us, so that's sort of like a pre-vote. Normally the primary committee votes, but I didn't feel like we need to wait around until 1:30 to vote. I thought we'd, vote now and get out of here. We do have one withdrawal, House Bill 647. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, that has been withdrawn. All right, next week is going to be quite long. Remember, we're here Friday for bill hearings, but we also have a lot of long days of bill hearings Tuesday through Thursday. So get some rest this weekend. See you all next week.